When a host country orders the closure of a guest country's consulate on its territory, how would you interpret such a move?
Well, it's very surprising when the United States that there's been an intellectual property theft, but they don't provide any proof of that. But I'm sure Washington will know that when Houston consulate is closed, Beijing for sure will take a tit for tat repercussion in this matter. So I don't see any reason, any valid reason why Washington started the move. Yes, there are problems in terms of trade war between Beijing and also Washington, but to close a consulate, which is a very sensitive area, as mentioned before this, both consulate in Houston and also in Chengdu are very, I would say, in terms of strategic value, in terms of historical value, is very important. So it's very, very surprising that Washington started the move.
And if you were to compare the two consulates, which one's closure has a greater significance in terms of China-U.S. relations, the Houston one or the Chengdu one?
As you mentioned before this, the Chengdu covers the southwestern part of China, and this includes the autonomous region of Tibet, which is Washington, I would say, very interested, but also citizens of United States and also business people of United States or America depended on the Chengdu consulate to export their, especially the agricultural product. As I see it, their Chengdu consulate can be as a window for their export, especially not only in China, but more towards the Central Asia. So if you ask me who will hurt most, I would say that at the current situation, Washington will hurt most in this particular tit for tat reaction.
And how will this tension between China and the United States impact Asian countries such as Malaysia and their relations with each of these two world powers?
Whether either it's a trade war or the current tit-at-tat, the close of consular, it won't affect Asia much. But Washington has been using the South China Sea as their catalyst. And few days ago, Australia pointed out that China claim of South China Sea is, I would say, is not valid. So I think Washington has been using the South China Sea to divide Asian or to divide Asia, whether they are with Washington or whether they are with Beijing. So it's going to be a very difficult time, not only for Malaysia, but other ASEAN countries, because they have to make a choice. We don't want to arrive at that particular situation, but Washington has been using South China Sea as their catalyst, and this poses a very difficult time for most of the Asian countries.
Sir.